I just wanted to ask a few questions about the upcoming game, so people are really excited and waiting for it, we all know.
Yeah.
So I just saw a little bit of a demo here you were showing, and I see there's like a lot of put into customization of the characters and weapons. And the question is, are we going to expect some other customizations, like in terms of armory, horse armory, or what is, like, from the visual point of view, what is coming up?
Well, in terms of horse armor, what we have now is you get to not only have your own horse, but you can change its armor as well. So that's a new feature we have in the game. We also have a new armor slot, which is capes. So you have like various shoulder armors and things like that. And one of the great customizations that we've added is actually banners. So you can customize your banner fully. We haven't shown that today, but we're going to be showing that off in the near future. You can really fully customize every detail of your banner. We actually saw a few of them there, but the editor is very fleshed out as well. So there's a lot of potential with that as well.
Is there, like, managing your own kingdom going to be different in this new upcoming game from the previous one, or is it kept the same?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be different. I mean, we have this the influence feature, which we mentioned in the demo as well. So this is going to enable you to sort of manage much more closely sort of all your lords and responsibilities. They're going to have to sort of fulfill their influence quota by doing various tasks as well. In addition to that, what we have now is multiple armies. So in the previous game, you sort of gathered up one big army and they went around as a big wrecking ball. Now you can sort of customize multiple different armies, and you have a much more sort of detailed, complicated, interesting, grand strategy element going on as well.
I saw you kind of teamed up in a demo game. You showed how we teamed up with another lord, which I thought was really, really cool. Well, the question I didn't catch, can we also, like, when we go into the battle with another lord, can we also, do we command the other lord, or is he responsible for his army? How is this?
So what happened was, because he's following us, we're sort of the leader of this army right at the moment, so we command his troops. Had that been a different lord's army, they would be commanding. So if another lord had called us and to their sort of forces, then our troops would be commanded by them. But what happened was, because we were the leaders, that's why we had command of the whole battle.
And when we went into the city, there were those options we could join, like all amazing, and one of them was tournament. So can you tell a bit more about that?
Obviously, tournaments are back. We want to prepare our own sort of special announcement about how they've been improved and how they're more interesting. But yes, tournaments are back. They're great, and we can't wait to talk about them. But it's not quite yet.
Can players will still be able to expect DLCs or additions to a previous game, or are you completely switching now, like, all your development to this new game?
I mean, we've been personally focused on Bannerlord for a long time ourselves. The DLCs that we've done so far have been externally developed. We have no plans for any more DLC right now for Warband, but it is coming to consoles. I know it's PC Gamer, but for you console players out there, Warband is going to come to consoles, and if you're interested, you can check that out. But currently our focus is absolutely on Bannerlord, yeah.
And a question that the people who were not here really want to know is obviously when the game is coming out. Could you maybe tell about that?
I mean, sort of, our goal is to have the game in some form in the players' hands by the end of the year. Whether that's a full release or not, that sort of remains to be seen. It could be a beta or some form of release, but we really want to have players playing it by the end of this year.
And have you kept the game still open world, or have you added any quests and features and things like that, maybe?
Right, well, with quests, there's sort of, you mean in terms of more like a storyline element? So yeah, what we have is a main story in the next game as well. And so what it is the Empire, like the central faction in the next game, it starts off split into three different factions. And so they're all fighting over the throne of the Empire, because the previous emperors just died before the game started. And what this does is it sort of it enables you to learn a bit more about the lore of the game, and sort of ease you into the process of playing the sandbox as well. So it's a sort of like a main storyline, but it's also like an introduction to the Mount & Blade gameplay at the same time.
Okay, great. And the last question: where is your rematch with the Heph gonna be?
I love Heph. I mean, I absolutely demolished him in the fist duel, so I don't see the need for a rematch. If he's calling for one, I'll take him any time. I'll take him right now. Heph, if you're out there, I'm coming for you.